Fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other's heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant fighter.
Teams, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford.
Bud IQ, boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, not taking nothing away from him.
Piers Morgan was shocked when Terence Crawford said, "We're going to cut off each other's heads on live TV." That wasn't all he did. Crawford spoke out with confidence. "A win against Canelo Alvarez would put me on Mount Rushmore." People were amazed by the raw confidence and clarity. Wasn't hype. The goal statement was given out loud and in real time, setting the tone for what looks like it will be an unforgettable fight. Terence Crawford showed how confident he is at a recent press meeting.
If you likes this, please subscribe, Fight File, and click the bell icon for more new boxing updates.
Can deteriorate, in camp. But, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I think I would be one of the greatest fighters ever.
He didn't hold back when discussing Canelo Alvarez, openly mocking his physical traits while warning him of what's to come. Crawford didn't just say those things for show. They showed an athlete whose mind was on point and who wanted to change the game again. This kind of energy before the fight shows that Crawford wants to do more than just win. He wants to rule in a way that people will remember.
Right. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has publicly stated how convinced he became about Crawford's mindset after speaking with him. According to Hearn, it was Crawford's unwavering belief in his skill set and preparation that stood out the most, despite the risks. Involved in facing someone as experienced and powerful as Canelo, Crawford carries himself with assurance. He isn't simply hoping, he's certain. Hearn's words reflect the level of self-belief that only top athletes possess when they're fully prepared and have clarity about their goals.
I go back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convinced. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo. So.
Respected trainer Bill Haney has added his voice to the growing list of boxing experts siding with Crawford. Haney didn't just pick a winner, he aligned himself with Crawford's camp and spirit, showing full support for the American fighter. For someone so closely involved in the fight game to confidently back Crawford says volumes. Haney has seen many champions rise and fall, and his endorsement shows the respect Crawford commands from seasoned voices in the sport.
Well, for everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split at the seams. You got to pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent. Another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants. Pick one.
Trainer Derek James issued a stern warning to Canelo's team, stressing that Crawford is unlike any opponent they've prepared for. James pointed out that most of Canelo's past opponents couldn't change mid-fight. While Crawford thrives in dynamic situations, he stressed that Terence brings an element of timing, movement, and unpredictability that can disrupt even the most prepared fighters. James' message was clear: underestimating Crawford's versatility would be a major mistake.
The thing about Crawford is he believes he's on it, like he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighters that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he said he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's gonna be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and the timing has to be on point, because he's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about time.
Brian Del McIntyre, the mastermind behind Crawford's strategy, believes that his fighter is working at peak form. According to him, Crawford's planning has been flawless. From cardio and strength training to film study and sparring, he thinks that Crawford is not just ready physically, but mentally tuned to a level that will allow him to execute a perfect game plan. From Bomax's view, Crawford's ring IQ and boxing fundamentals give him the edge needed to seal the win.
Styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skills?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you that. He'll get the job done. Because Bud boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, I'm not taking nothing away from you, but Bud just a little bit better.
Bomac also addressed a common misconception surrounding Crawford's resume that he hasn't met elite opponents. He claimed that this belief is rooted in the fact that Crawford consistently dominates to such a degree that even top-tier challengers look average. According to him, that's not a measure of weak competition, but rather Crawford's brilliance in the ring. This ability to neutralize threats and make complicated challenges look routine is, in Marmac's eyes, the true mark of greatness.
For me not to talk about the pound-for-pound #1 in the world, Terence Crawford, always making headlines these days. He's cemented his legacy. I think he's certified Hall of Famer whenever he wraps it up. Stepped up in weight, won another world title last time out. Now they're talking about this fight with Canelo Alvarez. It was interesting to see the comments from Canelo and how he sort of assessed Bud Crawford's career. I almost feel after the Spence fight that was like an exclamation point on everything he's done, maybe from the critics who never gave him credit, but it almost seems like Canelo was downplaying his achievements. What do you make of that? Is that to build a fight? Because it sells itself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think Crawford rebuttal was everybody always say he hasn't fought nobody, or everybody that he fought was a no name. But I'm gonna tell you like this: what Crawford said, well, they was something until Crawford fought him. So obviously he's doing a great job because he's making everybody look normal.
Not everyone, like when they go against Canelo, I don't think there's anyone else in boxing who you would ask and say this is a possible task for. But for Crawford, because of his pound-for-pound abilities, and apparently no rehydration clause. Am I hearing that right? He wants full smoke at that weight.
Let's go, man. That's what Crawford wants. He wants to show the world that he's the best. So, and why put stipulations in there when you know that you can be the best? So let's go test ourselves.
The promotional build-up for the fight has been electric, with both fighters exchanging words and physical tension building during face-offs. Fans are captivated by the passion. Each shove, stare down, and vocal jab adds more fuel to the fire. These moments have transformed the fight from a technical clash into a full-blown spectacle. It's no longer just about belts and ranks. It's about pride, identity, and showing who belongs at the top of the sport.
Canelo pushes Crawford. This might be the biggest fight of the past 50 years. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Look at this. Look, Dana White in the middle, UFC involved, WWE involved. Y'all think this was real? It looked real to me. I don't know. Crawford was staring them down too.
Speculation is growing that Canelo may be underestimating the threat Crawford poses. Some fans and experts believe that Crawford's power is vastly underrated and could lead to Canelo's first knockout loss. What makes Crawford's punching power so dangerous is its accuracy and unpredictability. Unlike athletes who rely solely on brute force, Crawford sets traps and delivers his shots with surgical timing. The opinion among many is that Canelo may not be fully prepared for this type of threat.
Yo, Canelo is about to get knocked out for the first time in his career. y'all really playing with Crawford, bro. Y'all don't realize how much power Crawford actually has. I don't care what weight class he's coming up from. Canelo has never fought anybody like Crawford. I'm just kidding, bro. Obviously, I'm just kidding, bro. You guys, like, you really thought I was with the bullshit? Like, come on, we know. Yo, Canelo different, bro. He's looking like a lion right now, like the king of the jungle type shit with the stare down, bro. Like, this man, if y'all really think this man is gonna get knocked down, this guy has, look, you could say they both the same size, you know what I'm saying? He got a longer reach, whatever. But this dude has fought bigger and better opponents than Crawford, and he has never gotten dropped a single time in his career. You think this little guy is gonna do something to Canelo? I'm gonna keep it a buck. If he manages to knock down Canelo, I'm gonna give Crawford all the props in the world, because that would be crazy. But he's not doing that.
Despite all the talk about size differences and weight class risks, Crawford begins the fight with unshakable resolve. He views the challenge not as a gamble, but as another hurdle to beat. Throughout his career, he's thrived under pressure and dismantled opponents who were meant to overwhelm him. For Crawford, this fight is about defying limits and showing that boxing brilliance is not defined by weight, but by skill, will, and heart. His mindset is based in purpose, not hype. That's it for today's movie. Stay tuned.